Good morning to all. My name is Melissa Jones-Ali, and my topic today is on parenting in the 21st century. I chose this as my topic because I am a mother of two girls, and it's sometimes a challenge having to go to school, having to work, and having to bring up children in this modern era. I would say it has its advantages and disadvantages. First of all, in terms of the economic aspect of it, where sometimes it requires that both parents are out of the house having to work in order to bring in that income. Sometimes you live far away from relatives, because I remember growing up, my mother was the housewife, my father was the breadwinner. So she was always at home with us. On the occasion that she had to run errands and stuff, there was always somebody there who could fill in that gap in terms of taking care of us. There was that family connection. Now sometimes it is difficult having to get somebody to help you with your children. You may have to put them in daycare, or have to pay someone to look after them because you probably live far away from relatives. So it's sometimes a challenge because the both parties has to work in order to bring in that income, and you no longer have that family connection where you can live with relatives, friends, neighbors. Another 21st century parent challenge is technology. Children as young as 3 years old know how to maneuver a computer, laptop, app, you name it, they know how to do it. It has its advantages in terms of children can use it to, when they have to do homework, they could do research. There are apps that children could use, educational apps that children could use, which is beneficial to their learning and growth. The downside to that is that children could accidentally click on sites such as pornographic sites that could open them up to all sorts of different things. So parents need to be careful in terms of what children look at. So it is advisable that parents could sit with them, look at what they are doing, look at what apps, look at what sites they are on. They could also put safety measures in place in terms of locking these sites. Another issue is children not being able to be outside as much, because for me that's a challenge for me, because we live in the city and my children rarely go outside because there's no space to play outside. So what I do on the weekends, I take them to my parents where there's lots of room to play, to hop, to jump, and they love that. So it's a challenge in having children don't go outside that much because of space, lack of space. Children, another issue is that because of technology, they're always on the computer, always gaming. So you need to find things for them to be interested in going outside, riding bikes long way. You know, you had children, the whole community come out to ride bike, everybody playing. You don't find that much again. And the Minister of Health, he spoke about that, where he stated that children, obesity is one of the major factors in childhood these days, and that could be a link. Another issue where he stated childhood obesity is because of what children eat, and sometimes as parents you find it difficult when you come home from work, and it's a little difficult having to prepare a meal, and even sometimes when you're tired. So the easiest thing you might choose is having to purchase something, and you may purchase a KFC or a burger or something, and that is one of the issues of childhood obesity, is that parents find it much easier to just purchase something other than having to prepare a home cooked meal. But as I say, parenting in the 21st century, it is not all bad. It has its advantages and disadvantages in terms of we are now exposed to all different avenues and having to bring up our children. There are all different avenues. There's help out there. In terms of books where you can read, you have psychologists help, different types of help. But the downside is that there is no longer that family bond, that family connection that we once had, where you could have the advice of your grandparents, or you have the help of your grandparents, or you have the help of your mothers, uncles. That extended family, it no longer exists. But it is not all lost. There is help out there that parents could seek. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my piece on parenting in the 21st century. Thank you.